So no weekend trip would be complete without a stop at a fabric shop. Hey crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and this is just another shopping fabric haul video. It's just hard to believe. I feel like I was so good first part of the year and really just behaved myself and really wasn't going out and spending that much money. But hey, it's Christmas in July. It was July 4th weekend, and it only makes sense when you're out of town to get an opportunity to go into some of these other quilt shops that you don't get to frequent. So we went to Southeast Arizona down outside of Tucson. We visited a few quilt shops, but the one that really got my attention was Quilt Central Studio. And Quilt Central Studio is over in Green Valley, Arizona. I believe it was about a half hour, maybe 40-minute drive outside of Tucson. It didn't matter. We had such a great time. I think Lori is the lady that checked us out in that. We had such a great time meeting some of the ladies there. Their shop is just so warm, welcoming, and inviting. And the problem with that is then you feel comfortable and you chit chat and you're looking around, and next thing you know, you've spent a lot of money. But it's okay. I can't take it with me, and you know what? It is just all good. They actually had Mr. Chill, which is the Riley Blake kit this is a tabletop banner, fabric for the banner, top, back, hanging sleeve, and binding. It finishes out 12.5 by 14.5. This was 2024, so it's been out for a little while. I did not have it. I love snowmen at Christmas time, and so it came with all the fabric, and it came with obviously the patterns and that, and it's Riley Blake. And so at the end of the day, it was 50% off in their clearance section. It was like, just grab the silly thing. And that would have been fine, right? But, John doesn't stop there. I fell in love with this pattern called Dream Star. It's a quilt pattern that you can do in two different layouts. And it actually, I'm trying to think, it has what they call Cosmos or Galaxy, and this finishes out 77 inches square. But look at that. If you know me, I'm already into the rainbows and that, so it doesn't take much to get me um, drawn in. And that's saying this is a design by Quilting by Elisa, and it actually had a video add-on. So I did grab that one. I also got this pattern by Swirly Girls. It uses 10-inch squares or any panel block or t-shirts, and it is called Block Talk. And I just really liked the idea. Of course, I don't know why I've been attracted to owls lately, but there was just something about this pattern that called for me. I thought I have too many focal fabrics that I could do something with, and I really liked the way they did the borders there. Could I try to figure out and make this kind of happen on my own? Maybe. But again, I don't take anything away from pattern writers, right? So the whole point of us being able to buy a pattern, do this, and be successful with it is part of the instructions in that. And you just want to support the creativity of the author. And that's what I did. I did grab one panel. That is probably going to show up on a show later, but I grabbed it initially because it was on clearance, and my niece is very much into cats, and it is just got so many cute kittens, but all of the kittens are quilter sewers, so it is a completely quilt sewing themed panel with cats, and so it was just too cute to pass up. So I grabbed that as well. Like I said, initially I thought I'd do it probably, get it for my niece, but she's not into sewing and that, so it just doesn't make sense. So we'll do something else with it. I did find this pattern as well. This is a fat cat pattern. I have seen them before. I don't have this particular one, but again, Danielle and several of us are big into gnomes. This is gnome for the holidays, and this was 50% off. So I was able to grab this. It's got the SVG files in that, so I can actually cut and stitch this out by with my Cricut if I wanted to, so I don't have to hand cut all of this craziness. And it says it's designed to use with fusible machine applique in mind. So again, at 50% off, it was just worth grabbing a hold of. And then I found this was actually in their clearance section too, and I thought, you know what, I'd really like to get back into cross stitching. I have yet to start crocheting again, even though I bought a crochet kit so I could start doing that, because I like to be busy at night even if we're just sitting there watching a movie. So I bought a crochet kit to help me kind of do that and get motivated and started. Did I ever do it? No, but I have it. It'll be fine once it gets cooler here. This time of year, even with the air conditioning, it just gets to be too much. And I thought, you know what? Why don't you get back into cross stitch? You used to do a lot of cross stitching, and they had this one called Sleigh Ride. I thought, how adorable is that? And it was 50% off. So I got the pattern for $5. And I thought, you know what? It's worth just grabbing that and having that. And then I have bought some of the K facet books, and I have bought a few of the Tula books. This is the K Facet book, 20 designs from Rowan for patchwork and quilting. It's K Facet's Quilts in Provence. And I don't know, I thought I looked up when this was 2010. So it's an old book. It was 50% off. And, guys, I'm not ever going to pass these up. So I got this book for like $12. And so I would never, ever pass that up. So I was excited to get that. And then they had these samples actually hanging up. I wanted the kit, but I just didn't want to spend the kit money this weekend. This one is called Guess Who 2. Finishes out 13 by 19 or 19.5 by 33.5. Choose your background until after your owl is completely finished. This owl goes together with rough cut applique basically, and so I'm really kind of anxious. It was really beautiful in the store. I really wanted the kit, but I just didn't want to spend that much money today, so I ended up doing it this way. And then they had this one with road runners called Road Walkers, and it's got the big googly eyes and everything. They were actually out of the kit, so they didn't have the kit available. So I ended up grabbing the pattern, and I really would like to do some of this artsy free motion, not free motion, but work. So I ended up grabbing these, and so we'll see how that goes. But again, to the ladies over at Quilt Central, you all were just amazing. We had such a good time. It was so nice to be in their shop. If you're ever down in the Tucson, southeast Arizona area, I would highly recommend going into their shop. They just had such a nice variety of a lot of different things. They were so welcoming and friendly. And their shop was busy. Let me tell you, the entire time that we were there on Thursday, they were busy. So for Thursday morning around 11:30, 12 o'clock, I was surprised at how busy the store was, which is awesome to see, right? So it says a lot about the store they have and about the folks that are supporting them. So guys, that's John, Guys Craft 2. I appreciate you dropping in, looking at the haul that we got over the holiday weekend. I hope you had an amazing 4th of July and that you did something that was important to you. And with that said, until next time, happy crafting.